K-Rock, Marmy Rock Show, Mid-Atlantic Rock Views. I am here with the boys with Carving Out Fiction. Guys, welcome to the show. Hey! So we're in a noisy environment, but that's nothing new to us. We're here to show, and I want to give a shout out first before we get started to Maxed Out Entertainment for keeping this scene alive, man, and putting on a show at the last minute. Talk a little bit about, so you guys are like, from my, we're a Lancaster-based group, and we're all sitting out here in Western Maryland. I wanted you guys to talk about the Lancaster, Harrisburg, York music scene a little bit, because you guys are winners of the 717 Award, and a lot of people won't know what the 717 means. That's where we're from. So talk a little bit about our scene in southeastern Pennsylvania.
All right, what I can say about Lancaster, Harrisburg is that it's really welcoming to original music. You know, you go to a lot of different places and they expect cover bands, and what's really awesome about Harrisburg, Lancaster, York is that you can be an original band, play all original songs, and you can find your own niche, you know?
There's some really, really good talent out there. A lot of the bands that I see, I'm like, why are these guys not signed yet? My goodness. I can name a few. I'm not going to do that right now.
Oh, feel free. They've probably been on the show before. So, hey, before we start talking about your music, what's the deal with the picture with the llamas?
So we recorded a music video for our song Link for Every Ganon. It's a song that's about Zelda, the video game. And when we set up to record, there was a bunch of solar panels behind a fence that where we were at. And we saw a bunch of llamas playing. We were like, we got to get a photo. And Cameron's dad timed it perfectly, where these llamas were looking right at us. So we nailed it. It was just right place, right time.
So give everybody that doesn't know your band just a brief, short version history of the band.
This is Joe's baby. He started it out, first album, just him. He got a live band for the second album, and then it was like an ever-changing lineup until now. I think we got a pretty solid one. It's going to stick for a while. But, I mean, he did a lot of stuff, acoustic. He even got on the piano. It's all his baby, but it's an awesome one. And I'm glad to be a part of it.
It's an awesome baby. It's an awesome baby. So, how are you guys feeling? It's like two of you are sick tonight. Did you guys toughed it out, right?
Everybody in the band's sick. Everybody. It seems like it just seems like we go to practice, and then it's the middle of the winter, and we run around, we work a lot, and everybody's taking cough drops and anything you can think of. We're staying on top of it. I think we powered through tonight, but we normally sound maybe a hair better than what we did tonight.
You guys sounded awesome, man. I've been a fan of you guys since the first time I saw you. So I'm holding this album in my hand, The Four Killers Part 1. So my first question about this album, is this a concept album for people that haven't heard it yet?
So The Four Killers, this album here is, there's two parts. The first album is recorded at Sound Mind, and the second one is Sound Investments. So you get like a different sound for each CD. The first album's called The Fighter, and the second one's called The Fisherman. And then the next, we're going to be recording here soon, and we're going to be doing the next two CDs, which we're still working out the names of it. But there's going to be a part 2.
That was going to be my next question. Was there's obviously, if you name an album Part 1, you got to expect there's going to be an album Part 2. So, so let's talk about a song that's out there. I will admit this to you guys. I had to look up who the hell Hugo Stiglitz was. Who wants to take that one and tell me about that tune?
Thank you guys very much.
Everybody in the German army knows Hugo Stiglitz. It's a character from Inglourious Bastards, directed by Quentin Tarantino, who's the absolute man. It's really just, we write about whatever the heck we want. Zelda, we write about it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, we write about it. And this is just another one. We're like, hey, let's write a song about the Inglourious Bastards. So we did. And Hugo Stiglitz was like the coolest name that we could think of at the time. We're like, that's it.
So what do you guys got coming up next? What's the rest of 2016 have? I mean, I know it's only not even March yet, but you mentioned you were writing or creating a new album, I think, did you say?
So we're in the process of writing. We're going to the studio. In fact, Cameron and I are going tomorrow. We're going to be laying down some demos, and then all four of us are going to Atrium in Lancaster. We're going to be going there next Sunday, and we're going to be laying down a couple of different stuff. But there's a lot of new. We're focused more on recording, and hopefully we get some new shows soon, but mostly recording.
Speaking of that Hugo song, there was an acoustic version of that on the album. Do you guys do acoustic shows now? Do you actually go out and play acoustic at all?
We should.
Yeah, we should, but we never have.
We should, we could. I think it would be, it would probably help to show a little bit more of the eclectic, the versatility and how eclectic the band is. There's a lot of good musicianship. I think a lot of the way that you write songs, Joe writes a lot of songs. I think a lot of the way he writes lends itself to acoustic music, so it would make sense. Yeah.
So you guys, one of the things I've loved about you from the first time I saw you, you have a lot of fun on stage. I mean, you're like grinning into here. Ms. MARR was getting some photos of you, and the fun. Is that just the chemistry of the current lineup, or has it always been a trademark of the band? Or
we've always been a very energetic kind of band. Don't matter what size we are, we like to show off. We like. I'm always sweating.
I think the one thing that I think that, you know, when we got together, we always used to kind of like, when we would go to shows, we would see a lot of serious, you know, everybody's like, ugh, you know, and we kind of wanted to have fun. We want to be engaging with the crowd. We want to call out stupid shit, like anything you can really relate to. If it's,
like Madonna covers.
Like Madonna covers. and I'm telling you, we were actually considering playing that song tonight. I wish we could have played it. Maybe in the future. I don't know.
Be a next big cover hit. You never know.
We did No Diggity once. You know, I like the way you work it. No diggity, no doubt.
Have you guys played in this region a whole lot up here in the Western Maryland and Western Pennsylvania region?
Never. I mean, we played Pittsburgh twice, but that's.
We played the John Allison house, Chambersburg once. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, next to the area that we're from, that you're from, I'm from, this is like, I think, one of the best rock and roll scenes anywhere. I mean, we travel the country, and this little area out here is amazing. So give me your impressions of this area so far.
When we played the John Allison house, we had a blast, and our guitar player that's with us, Sean from Love Hate Thing, he kind of got our foot in the door out here. So they're from Chambersburg. They play a lot of shows around here, and this show originally was, I guess, at Hard Times, and then we're here in Waynesboro. So we expect to play more out here now.
So looking forward, what do you think the goal is for the band by the end of this year? Do you have a goal for the band for between now and the end of the year?
We always wanted to do like I guess you could say like a weekend tour, because we all work, you know, full-time jobs. Like we can't just go tour, you know. We don't have time to take months off. So we wanted to just do like a weekend tour, like maybe just go hit Boston real quick on a Friday night, come back, hit New York on a Saturday, come home, you know, like, or go west and hit Indianapolis or something, and then hit Chicago and come home. Just something like that.
Do you have like a partner band out there that like you have in mind? Is there like one band that you guys are really tight with, like a lot of bands from another region that you hook up with a lot, or?
From another region, the one band that we kind of swap shows with in Pittsburgh is Identity X. They're a very, very solid band. I mean, the singer alone, he sang the national anthem. I think it was one of the Penguins game. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's. I mean, he did very, very good. And then out here, Love Hate Thing. I mean, if it wasn't for Love Hate Thing, we couldn't be going right now. We asked Sean to join. Our guitar player, he had to move on, and Sean joined, and we keep going. It's helping us out a lot, actually.
Savior.
He's our savior, yeah.
Well, this has been the guys from Carving Out Fiction. They are from York, Pennsylvania, right in the backyard of Lancaster, where we're from, and the album is The Four Killers Part 1. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the hat and the CD, and for a great show tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for liking rock and roll. We love MARR.